from across the country to participate in this march. They also marched to the union buildings. The ANC Women's League says it is marching in defense of President Jacob Zuma. The women are angered by a caricature of the president by artist Ayanda Mabulu, which they say is disrespectful. The women also gathered to raise awareness of the social challenges, including tertiary fees and the state of the economy. Well, Adrian Sampier is our reporter and is on the scene there, and now he joins us live for an update on the march. Aldrin, a very good afternoon to you. Did this march achieve the desired result? Take us through today's march.
Well, thank you, Alicia. It has been a long, hot day here in Pretoria. Thousands of ANC Women's League members gathering here outside the union buildings, making sure that their demands are heard. And of course, if you consider the number of people that have come out here, and if the words of Batabile Dlamini are anything to go by, these women are quite certain that women will be able to lead the ANC going forth. An emphasis there from Batabile Dlamini earlier on is that the ANC has capable leaders. And if you look at some of the things that you mentioned during her speech, well, if you consider some of the issues that you mentioned during her speech, is that heading into December, what the ANC Women's League will be doing is that they will be going house to house, trying to mobilize young women to join the ANC. And obviously the ANC Women's League will then start the Young Women's Desk. You can take that as something as sort of a youth league within the ANC Women's League. Well, my colleague Tumelo Mohlaudi has been with some of these women since they started their march early on this morning at Semi Square.
Thanks, Aldrin. Well, I am by the western end of the South Lawns here at the Union Buildings in Pretoria. And this is where members of the ANC Women's League from across the country have been listening to the address by the Women's League president. And they have basically welcomed the message. And let's not let's not delay any further. Let's hear it straight from the Women's League members themselves. Ma'am, what did you think about the message today?
The message today was very nice. We have earned something there because our children, they say we are not going to pay no more. Or the poor and the poor children are going to get get free education. We are happy with that.
All right. What do you have to say about the event today and the message from the ANC Women's League leadership?
My heart, it's so very wide. Because I hear, more especially for the children, you know, we are struggling. It's a big, I don't know what can I talk. My name is Mavis Mulifanyatela from Orange Farm.
Right. Ma'am, what do you have to say about the message, especially the call for hands-off President Zuma?
Nana ke tsamaile botse le mission ru bone re le ba se ba sobrela mola event le re tlo tswalela ka nnete se ka ba taba le re ba ibolela from pele tsa bona ka thabela re ntwe ba diang event le re ya tswalela ke tswa ke le mo gopong Sara Munyamane amandla.
So that was just a few sentiments from members of the Women's League who've come from right across the country, who've been bussed in. As I speak to you now, a large number of them are trickling out from the South Lawns here, and some of them were saying that they agree wholeheartedly with the overall address that was delivered by the ANC Women's League's president, Batabile Dlamini, on stage, basically calling on members of the Women's League to rally around President Jacob Zuma in defense of what they call unnecessary and uncalled for attacks. Now, we saw that Minister in the Presidency, Jeff Radebe, also came out to reiterate this call, saying that he welcomes the march by the Women's League to the South Lawns. This has been a very peaceful and very lively march as the Women's League members, dressed up, as you can see, in their full regalia, swept through Pretoria to come here to the South Lawns. And overall, I think they have welcomed the event, and they have welcomed the messages that they have been given and told by leadership of the Women's League. Now, with that, we throw back to you in studio.
Well, thank you so much for that. That was Aldrin Sampier and Tumelo Mohlaudi, live to us from Pretoria at the Women's League March in Pretoria.